Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. As we anticipate the next cryptocurrency market boom, which is expected to begin at some point this year and continue beyond 2024. This video will discuss the case between Ripple and the SEC, as we were informed by John Dean that he does not anticipate any more significant delays. He believes that this is finally coming to a close. He claims there won't be long of a wait and that everything may be settled soon. What can I say? We'll do it the Jeremy Hogan and Fred Repulse's way. Everything is on the table for discussion. After that, we'll discuss a rippling companion and an expansion that ushers in a reprimand. We'll then discuss the most recent statement from the Brazilian Central Bank, in which they indicated their interest in experimenting with CBDCs. That's related to a conversation that took place behind the scenes a few years ago regarding who to Ripple. Let's get right down to business then, shall we? The current Bitcoin price is $22,456.30 or $1,566 or 0.37 XRP. It seems to be recovering its former market dominance and earning a profit, as Judge Torres has given us some encouraging information. The total value of the cryptocurrency market is $1,038 billion. This means Bitcoin's market share has decreased to 41.75%. Wouldn't it be a load of bullshit if the market crashed right before we found out how the secondary XRP sales would work? The rules of the game usually work like that. If you don't believe it's manipulation and can't accept the possibility that something more substantial is at play, then I know just what to tell you. That's what I'm guessing, anyway. I could be completely wrong, but it seems like every time XRP makes headlines for the right reasons, such as forming a new strategic relationship, someone will start utilizing it. There is a sudden and unexpected calamity in the cryptocurrency market, and the value of all crypto assets immediately drops. What is happening, we shall discover. Now, I've included it below. If you want to visit the site, click here. I already mentioned 48-inch stock, so let's go back to that. It settles the matter. 30%. A monthly return in XRP on the first of each month. It is your chance to amass as many items as possible and score as many points as possible. On January 1 cent, you will find a handsome sum waiting for you in your bank account. Over 17,000. We give back anything from a minimum of 50 XRP to the maximum of. Well, you get the idea. This individual got to their feet and prepared to go. The number of reclaimed extracts ranged from 15 to 16. What a gorgeous paycheck, to put it mildly. Get your NFTs now if you want to be successful in life. Instead of blindly purchasing the useless NFTs on the market, why not dip your toe in and see what it's all about? Author Michael Manfield published it. Ripple partners, Accenture, and Form3 are collaborating on a nationwide redesign of the payment processing system. The article is available for your perusal below. Using a cloud-native platform, Nationwide Building Society, in collaboration with Accenture and a two-way platform from a third party, will modernize its digital payments infrastructure. We are all aware at this point that Ripple has RippleNet Cloud. They don't need a tech to run all this pricey equipment, and they don't need it. A simple click of a button is all it takes to get them linked up with the cloud service. To satisfy future regulatory changes such as ISO 20022, the update is designed to accommodate the rising need for rapid digital payments. I mean, that's huge. Why? Because, as we discovered, all these banks, after decades of neglecting to do so, now need to upgrade their banking software into back-end systems, which can only assist Ripple since, after the upgrade, they can link to these many DLTs and blockchains. According to the terms of the agreement, by the year 2022, Nationwide will have completed the migration of all retail payments from an on-premise platform to the Form3 cloud. This will have been accomplished with the help of Accenture, which will be in charge of the back-end engineering efforts. I think you'll find this Accenture piece quite intriguing, so let's all go back and read it. Unlocking unlimited value and locking it down just published. Using blockchain for asset management and beyond. Now, let's turn to page 10. Yes, it turns out to be the case. Allies of major blockchain companies, including Ripple and DCH, claim that Accenture collaborated with Ripple. That's why they went ahead and formed an alliance with Ripple. For a long time, they've been one of our most reliable Ripple partners. Nothing novel here. Moreover, recent reports indicate that Nationwide is exploring instant payments and is upgrading its systems to meet ISO 200,222 standards, paving the way for future integration with various blockchains and DLT. Something worthy of your close attention. Then there is this new IMF report. The article does, however, make reference to XRP and XLM. Identifying information about the paper is provided below. That's why we're going to the library, to research it. The internet marketplace for building trust and facilitating international money transfers. If you haven't noticed already, the International Monetary Fund IMF and the Bank for International Settlements BIS are only talking about international payments, how to fix the system, how to bring SWIFT back into the digital payments age, how to eliminate Nostro Vulture accounts, and how to eliminate counterparty risk. The IMF and BIS are obsessed with it, and we enjoy any opportunity to bring up XRP. In particular, they're fond of bringing up XRP. There are a few other cryptocurrencies they touch on, but it's important to pay attention to the ones they focus on because of the upcoming release of ISO 20022, which will require all banking and financial institutions as well as fintechs to upgrade their systems so that they can communicate with each other and with the various blockchains currently in use. They decide to take the plunge. They mention UN-backed crypto assets like Stripe, which uses Bitcoin and the Lightning Network, and a marketplace and settlement asset based on these assets, like Ripple's XRP and Stellar's Foundation or, more recently, Diffie Networks. That's really fascinating. What happens next is what needs to be seen. But we are aware of the interviews, Brad's discussions with the BIS, and Brad's public discussion of the Ripple solution, its features, and its relationship to the digital asset XRP. Watch, said the wise old man. Something new has come in. The Brazilian central bank has issued its own digital currency as part of an experiment. What's interesting is that this is the only company I'm aware of that was in Brazil meeting with central bankers and other high-level authorities and governments to discuss what they can offer and how they might aid in regulating the economy. Instead, Ripple could be used. It was between 2 and 3 years ago. Ripple has already arrived in Brazil to meet with central bank officials behind closed doors. What do we observe now? Brazil is awakening before our eyes. Who remembers, anyway? It's likely already 2018. Joel Katz was asked about this back in 2010. His method of crossing across into Discord chat was inquired about. Who do you anticipate will be the next participant in the on-demand liquidity corridor? Brazil, he said. The time has come, I suppose. They're using XRP on-demand liquidity at Brazil's central banks. The first financial institution to use XRP is a Brazilian one. According to Frida Pelosi, love is the driving force behind this new order. He cites page 15 of the filing by Judge Torres as an example of the paper he's referring to. Unfortunately for both the SEC and Ripple, it appears that neither side will be granted a complete summary judgment. The matter is going to trial inside the paper, and we expect to win. The term trial was probably mentioned 8 or 9 times. Repeatedly, she brought it up. At the same time, I'm confident in my forecasts for XRP secondary market. And he shared my forecast. For about a year and a half now, I've been predicting that secondary market transactions won't be considered securities. As usual, John Deaton chimed in. She goes, they really wanted the judge to cancel my amicus status over my motion, asking permission to file an amicus brief challenging the so-called XRP holding expert. The lawyers at the SEC from Ivy League schools aren't the best at poker. I take. Exactly what are you referring to? The SEC, however, is making an effort to get Deaton's amicus brief dismissed. Right. He visits this place. Quotes from Judge Torres: the first expert's view about the reasonableness of an XRP purchaser is disallowed as per Ripple's move to exclude testimony. Now tell me the XRP holders don't make a difference, John says, referring to the rest of his testimony. The defense's motion to exclude expert witness Hashfor's testimony about his third opinion on the threat to the XRP ledger is granted. If Ripple suddenly disappeared or walked away while denying responsibility, this scenario may play out. John continues his evidence by stating the significance of the submission of over 50 testimonies by independent developers of the XRP ledger, who spent the bits, amicus briefs, pride, and hurt to prove that the XRP could function independently of Ripple. Due to the fact that there have been a plethora of court filings detailing the many independent developers' plans for expanding upon the XRP ledger. They were not affiliated with Ripple in any way. The individuals in question do not contribute to Ripple in any way. These are not subcontractors for Ripple but independent firms developing additional services on top of the ledger. I hope you realize how much of a difference that has made in this lawsuit. Do some pondering on that. To the judge's knowledge, the FCC had previously agreed that the XRP ledger would be defunct if Ripple were to cease operations. You have more than 50 businesses, right? 50. Whoa, that's a substantial amount. And surely there are more who didn't bother to register, declaring that the wave can be ignored. Forget that, we don't give a damn. Presently, construction continues. The ledger is still in use. If Ripple suddenly vanishes, nothing will change. Wow, that really is a big deal. This is where John adds his 2 cents. Does this provide us any idea or hint on the time left in summary judgment? Dr. Giggles asked. What he says is, it's highly unlikely that any big delay will occur from here on out. It could happen later today or in a few weeks. So buckle up, everyone. I told you this would be the month we got a summary decision on the secondary sale of XRP. The XRP will be deleted. Regardless of when it arrives today, tomorrow, or in a couple of weeks, it will not be considered a security. As for what we do know, it's that Taurus has begun her move. Her rulings and decisions have begun to trickle out, so we should expect it soon. In any case, let's see how the upcoming trial goes for Ripple. Get over it. Quite a bit more time will be needed for that. However, this has zero bearing on XRP's secondary market. Nothing about that changes the fact that this will prevent XRP from being relisted on U.S. exchanges. That's how I intend to leave it for now. Please like and subscribe my channel if you enjoyed it. See you later, bye.